Hey guys, happy Thursday, happy Thursday. I'm gonna wait to see if anybody pops on. If you are scrolling, please stop and tell me if you can hear me, because I had some technical difficulties over in the live that I did before this. So I don't want to be talking and talking and talking. Oh, it's Lisa again, you're back. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Donna. Hi. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Awesome. My lighting's a little weird. Whatever. Okay. Hi, Lori. How are you? How are you? And I have my phone sideways, so I'm going to try my hardest to look directly in your eyes instead of here. It's really hard. Okay. So everything that I'm going to talk to you about is something that I've been messaging or talking with people privately, and I'm like, let me go live and you guys can learn too a little bit about, because I wanted to know, why are we so, hi Heather, obsessed with my LashTrio? I talk about it all the time, or I post pictures about it all the time. You're probably sick of it. I don't care. I'm obsessed with it. I'm gonna until you try it, I'm gonna tell you about it. So some people need to know, and I needed to know, what's in it, why is it so good, what makes it so good and so different than anything else that I've tried. So I took some literal nerd notes because I'm a squirrel. If you're new and you don't know me at all, I can be totally distracted. And if you were at the other one, then you know about this. I mean, sometimes it's legit reasons to be distracted, but I do get distracted. Okay, so I'm going to talk about 3 things that are part of the LashTrio. You can save a boatload of money, and I have something special going on. If you grab a LashTrio or Duo, any combination of the 3, I have something special now and through tomorrow. Okay. In addition to, if you go on the website, that's how much it is, okay? So there's 3 things, and a little bit about my lashes. They're average, I think. But now they are longer and they're stronger. They're more durable because of what I'm using. And so the first thing is this purple tube. It is the lash serum, okay? So first off, if you just get this, the price point alone is amazing. If you do some research on how much your average lash serum, hey Lacey, costs, it's a lot. Which, for a lot, okay, that's if it works, then it's worth it. Why not? You sort of pay for what you get, the quality and all that kind of stuff, and your results. But this has results, amazing results, and it's only $42 if you just get it by yourself. Now, if you get it in the trio, which I recommend, even if you want to break it up, and like do gifts or whatever, it's a huge, it's amazing, and it lasts a long time. This is my 2nd tube that I opened since July. It lasts a long time, and you're going to use it every night. I use it at night. Sometimes I use it during the day. You can wear it under your mascara, but if you do it, you want to wait for it to dry and you want to comb, because it is a serum, and it does feel like you have something on your lashes, Let's see. Okay, so nerd notes. I have it written down so I wouldn't forget. Like, key points that I'm no scientist, but I did some research. They're crazy long. Yes, if you want some pictures on a before and afters, just let me know and I'll send them to you. But they say, okay, increases volume by 39% in less than a month, thicker, longer, fuller, stronger, durable. There's nourishing peptides in it, and it's like, I'll show you, it's like a little spoolie, and you don't go all the way to the base. You do it from mid to tip, and it has like encapsulating, I don't know, it takes it to the root. I'm not a scientist. I don't know how it happens, but it takes it all the way down to the root. So you don't have to paint on, because I know that there are some that you have to actually apply to your skin. You don't do it with this. You just apply it to your lashes. And then had this really cool thing. I've never heard of it before, but it's Luminaria. It is a cocktail basically of extracts, natural extracts that it increases the density, and I've noticed that. Like, we all go through lash say this 5 times fast, lash shedding. Okay, we all have those cycles where you know, we naturally, but if you have them falling out a lot, they're just really thin, this is going to make them stronger and just more durable. Like they feel like before I use this, when I would at night take off my mascara, I would always find a few lashes that come out. I don't have that anymore. It's weird, but it works. Let's see what else. And then so what you do for about 4 weeks, it says to use it every single day or twice a day, whatever. Once you get the results you want, then you knock it down to 3. I use it still every single day. I like the results. I use it every single day. It doesn't hurt me to use it every single day. But if you discontinue it or if you stop, then that lash cycle, your natural lash cycle, is going to go back. So you're going to shed more. Because what happens is basically what this is doing is making it stronger, and you know, so you hold on to this longer while you start to grow other ones too. So I was like, oh, that's how it works. This is what I'm learning. So I'm sharing with you guys. Okay. And I haven't used it before, and I actually just did a video somewhere else about brows, and I probably should be doing it, but some people use it on their brows. So if you have sparse areas, you can totally put it on there, or if you have thin brows, you can put it on top too. So that is one part of the 3, the LashTrio that I absolutely love. Again, if you can just get it itself, it's $42, but I suggest getting in the trio because you get the discount, and then I have something going on right now until tomorrow. Okay, so that is the lash serum. I love it. It's my favorite. Okay. The next one I want to show you, and I'm going to go ahead and apply it, is the Epic Mascara. They named it Perfect. It is one step, which I saw a video from Corporate recently, and it looks like the tube looked like a different shape, which seemed cool. It was like a square or a triangle. I don't know, but the one I have is circle. Okay, a couple things about this. It is one step, which we were unique, was like one of the first products was the fiber, and we still have the fiber mascara, but some people just don't want to deal with the multi-steps and, you know, all that kind of stuff, and they just get intimidated, or they want something fast, because I'll be honest, doing the fibers, it takes a little bit of time. So when they came out with this, people got really excited. I'm just cleaning off this brush here so I can show you. Okay, so a little bit about this, I'll show you. If you're a mascara lady, you're gonna look at the wand and you'll be like, oh, that's a good wand. The wand grabs every single hair. Like, it's amazing. It's sort of tapered at the end too, at the point. Okay, and some nerd notes. Clump free. Okay, the scientists say 244% in volume. There is a curling agent in here, so it helps curl it. And which I found was super cool, who uses biotin and who uses argan oil? Do you know what that's for? That's for hair, nails, and it's awesome stuff. Well, it's in this, okay? Because people were using this, we started using this, and then they're like, wait, my lashes feel really great. They feel stronger, they feel longer. It's what's in this, okay? Which is cool. Let's see if I went over everything in Epic, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply it. Again, you can use it all by itself. I personally use it with the next item I'm gonna show you, and I only do 1 coat. But if you're gonna use this by itself, do 2 coats like you normally would. Let me grab my mirror so I can see. And I'll go in, and I like to use anything that I can do to give that extra look. So yes, I use one of these. You don't have to. I used to religiously use a hairdryer. I don't really use a hairdryer anymore, but you could. And I used to, the next item that I'm gonna put on, I would do like maybe 3 coats, but now I'm just using 1 coat of each, just because the lash serum has done a lot of magic. Okay, so a couple tips. I must have really wiggled this around to loosen the gel. Okay, you're gonna go ahead, and if you find that you're doing mascara and you're getting a lot of mascara on your lid, take it down a little, your mirror, like that, so you're not, does that make sense? All right. So if you use, what other mascaras? Dior or Better Than Sex, like religiously, or even off the top of my head, I don't know which one my sister used to use, or the one my mom, the drugstore, the one my mom used to use for years and years. I gifted them and they love it. But this gel and brush finds hairs. I can't talk while I'm doing this. Sorry. Okay, so that's just one coat of Epic. Totally love it. I usually use Epic on my bottom lashes, and I love it. I love it, love it, love it. What I like to do is do the next item, which is the 3D. And so, don't ask me the dates because I didn't put the dates down, but when this first came out, it was in a different tube, and it was in like the eyeglass case. If you've tried the original formula, drop a 1. So if you're watching the playback later, if you've tried the original formula, drop a 1. I never tried it. I started doing this after they reformulated it the first time, and I think they reformulated maybe like 2 or 3 times after, just tweaking, you know, and it just, something was off a little, you know, there was something, it was, they would fix this and this, you know, trial and error when you're working on a brand new product that's yours. So they redid this one. When did they do this one? I forgot. Like I said, I don't know about the dates, but brand new fibers, brand new gel, brand new wands. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I use this on top of my Epic. Before the Epic came out, I would do this a couple times, but the brush is a little different to where I still feel like I wasn't finding all the hairs, and it wouldn't look as full as it could. I don't know if that makes any sense. So that's why I use it together. But a little bit about this, there are conditioning polymers. So there's also provitamin B5, vitamin E, chamomile extract, and it's nylon fibers in here, and they have CoQ10 in it. So if you use our Uplift Beauty Serum in there, we have that. So it's really going to be good for your lashes. It doesn't smell. Again, I'm going back to the original formula when there was, you know, whenever there's something really good, there's always going to be someone trying to make something a little bit off-brand of it. And I saw a video one time where she opened it and smelled like marker, which you don't get that with this. I never smelt it, but I saw YouTube on it. All right, so moisturizes, strengthens with 1 coat, which I only usually use 1 coat. It says 500% in volume. It is buildable, so if you want to do 2 coats is going to be like a night out. So New Year's Eve, I'm going to do at least 2 coats of this. Why not? I want that dramatic falsy look, but everyday look, I do 1 coat of each. All right, so it's a 2-step, and I'm going to show you. What I like to do is open both, and if you notice, the shorter tube is the fibers. Oh, and also I'll show you guys, if you're like, well, how much fibers? I can't really see. It pops. Oh, pops open. Of course, you don't want to do it. It pops open so you can see how much fibers in there, which is really neat, because I'm like, I like that. And some people still don't know. So if you're watching this later and you're like, oh my God, you're welcome. All right, so you just pop that back in. I think I know why I haven't done this in a while, because sometimes it takes a little bit to cramp. You got to line it up right, and I didn't line it up right. All right, whatever. I'm going to ask Tommy to pull that out because I pushed it on the wrong way. Okay, so the shorter tube, it's not as short now, but this is the fibers. I like to have them open, and I'll show you what the fibers look like. So it's going to be loose. I've seen it before, to where people use this the first time and they apply it, and they apply this first and they're like, this is falling all over the place. This is not how, I don't like it. This is the fibers that gets applied to the transplanting gel. And sometimes I like to go like this to fluff it up a little bit, and then you press it down so you have a smoother and you don't have all that all over the place. I also like to use a comb. This is a really good fine, this is a metal one. You can hurt somebody with this one. But just to separate your lashes. Okay, so, and this is your wand for the, see how it's wider tooth? So when I was using this before without the Epic, it wasn't grabbing right. It's the brush makes a difference on whatever look you're looking for. Okay, so I like to have this open. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna go, with the Epic, you go from all the way base, all the way to the tip to grab every single thing. With this, you're gonna go mid to tip. You don't have to go all the way, my eye's leaking. You don't want to go all the way to them because you don't want to get any of this in your eye. If for whatever reason, it's ophthalmologist approved, it's safe, you're not going to go blind, and it's not going to hurt. It's just going to feel like, have you ever gotten like a fuzzy in your eye from like clothes? It's going to feel the same way. So just take a Q-tip. All right, so Edward Scissorhand. This is a technical term. Edward Scissorhand it, okay? And then grab your mirror and look down. Like all thumbs right now. Okay, there you go. Edward Scissorhand it. Then you're gonna go over your Epic, and this is the transplanting gel, the longer tube, and you're this is where you're gonna put the fibers. And I'm gonna concentrate a little bit more on this end. Okay, so while that's wet, then you take your fibers and you can pump it and then you press it down, and then you are going to blink. Okay, so what happens is the fibers adhere to the gel and it makes it fuller and longer. And this is where you can get creative and you can do whatever look you want. You can be dramatic. I mean, like, I've seen those crazy lashes, right? Those falsy lashes that don't look natural, but they're fun. You could do that with this. If you're gonna go crazy long, I would do it very light hands, and you just concentrate on the tip. You can see. You see the difference? How it's not clumpy, and I don't have anything falling right now. This is where I usually stop. Because they've gotten so long, like I don't usually go longer, but you could. Now you let this set on this side and then you can do your other side, or you can take your hair dryer at this point and it's on a warm, like a cool setting, don't burn your lashes, and that'll help curl it even more, dry it a little bit, and then before you seal it, because you don't want to just leave it like this, because what's going to happen is you're going to you're gonna have fibers and stuff throughout the day falling because you didn't seal it in. So at this point you can take a comb and you can just make sure that everything is separated the way you like. And that was a really light coat. I usually do for my first one. Okay, so you're gonna take, after it's dry, you take your gel and you're gonna blink and you're gonna coat everything you did so you don't lose it. I like to comb the back of them. You see that? This is the gel, yeah. You take the longer tube, which is the transplanting gel, and the tubes are labeled until you get a hang of it to seal it, yeah. Do you not seal yours? You need to seal yours if you're not sealing them. Being honest, you know, the fibers can be, you know, the 3D can be a little intimidating for people. You know, if you're too heavy on it, just the technique, if you're awkward, you know, like, you know, first time you're doing something and you're like, afraid to, you know, get in there. And just like when you're writing, you don't know how to hold your pencil. Same thing. So don't give up after the first time. But if you happen to decide to get this, know that it's 14-day love it guarantee. So you can get full money back or exchange. And it doesn't hurt my feelings if you don't like it. So that is just one coat of each. And you see how it's really, really great. I'll look up. And you can keep going if you want. But for practical everyday look, that's where I usually stop. Okay. So I like to do the Epic on the bottom because this gel and wand grabs every single hair, and you want that, especially for the bottom. Don't forget to put mascara on your bottom lashes. It just looks different. Looks so much better. Oh, I have like a fuzz or something on there. And you just lightly wiggle a little bit. I know I've seen people just drag their wand across. I don't do that. I've tried that one time and I made a big ass mess. Even holding it like this, I have to be like, I have to hold my breath because I'll mark myself. Just being honest. Okay, so that's just one coat of each. And it's pretty dramatic. I mean, pretty dramatic. They are my favorite. And like I said, if you were to build, I would build on here. And it would be like, maybe I'll do it for you now. But you would just, have you ever done mascara in your phone? No. So you would just go like this on the tips with the gel. Blink. Like butterfly kisses, okay? Then you take your fibers and you do the same. Very, very light. Butterfly kisses, and that's how you would build, okay? I've done it before. Just because I was like, let's see how long I can get these babies. And at that, if I was really doing this, I would do the hair dryer just to make sure it's dry, make sure it's separated. But if you're going for a length like this, butterfly kisses. And then back and forth. And you want to focus on the outside lashes. But this mascara is super fun because, like I said, you'd be like, ooh, let's see how long I can get them. You can just keep going. So if you want long like that, go light and do layers that way. Because if you go too heavy, what's gonna happen is you're gonna have too much fibers on the tip and it's gonna look funny. It's not gonna look natural, right? The tips of them are supposed to be thin. So like little butterfly kisses to keep them growing. All right, so those are my favorites. This is called the LashTrio. You can do like a duo. Duo is any mixture of the two. So if you just want the Epic and the lash serum, or the 3D and the lash serum, or the trio, there's fancy names for all of them. Of course, I didn't write them down. That's all right. So message me if you have any questions. If you snag or you want any of these, just let me know. Now through tomorrow's Friday, and it's payday for a lot of you ladies. Or if you're watching and you're a guy and you need shopping for your woman, hello, everybody loves mascara. Just let me know. I have something special going on, and I think that is it. I stuck to my nerd notes. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.